Rest this lead that the Swifts have pulled away in the third quarter. Can they do it? Well, 15 minutes to find out as their season go on the line.
Well, they came back 6 goals after the first quarter. They were back in the game. So 9 is certainly not unachievable.
Well, they were down by 5 against the Pulse with 5 minutes to play a couple of weeks ago and forced it into extra time. The Pulse is slightly different calibre of side than the Swifts, perhaps. Just slightly. Swifts had first possession of the final quarter, though.
But showing a lot of patience, aren't they, to get the ball in.
We heard in the break, Mystics assistant coach Debbie Fuller wanting the same from her defenders. Henry, Wilcox bringing the ball through court just to take their time a little bit and treasure that possession because it cost them in that third quarter. That's it, that's out to 10 now. First. Here's Coffin with her first possession as well against the tall Kim Smith in defence.
Wing defence. Yes.
Needs to be a wee bit more movement in that circle. When they get static there, it's very, very difficult for the feeders to get the ball in. They get let off the hook because of a contact from Bully. Whoa, dribbles in.
A sigh of relief from Catherine Latu.
Good hand from Coffin.
Oh, and she gets the call too. Well, a couple of those went the way against the Mystics in the third quarter, and this time they've got one. A good tip away from Coffin, making an impact. Latu, it's a long shot for her. Oh, and it rolls out. Frustrated with herself.
Do well, though. Don't let the Swifts get the ball out quickly. They are pegging it down the court slowly but securely.
Good hands from Pratley and a nice shot.
Nothing flashy about that play, was it? But it counted on the scoreboard.
And it was effective. Mystics need to be effective here. Well, Wilcox has thrown it away straight into the arms of Bully. You could see that coming a mile off. So the Swifts come back down court again. Back with Green right on the circle edge. And they got there in the end, a couple of penalties, and it goes from Gaff Cox. 11 the difference. That's a long way back in 11 odd minutes for the Mystics now, and the Swifts have the centre pass too.
Yes, it's just the attempts at goal that the Swifts have had, as you can see there. The shooting percentage very much the same, but it's the Swifts that have had so much ball.
Most of that came in the third quarter though, because I think the Mystics, from memory, had 2 more shots at the end of the first half. So,
yeah, it was only 14-7 in that second quarter, third quarter rather. It's really damaged this Mystics' chance.
A nice feed into Latu this time from Tutayer.
Well, we were hoping for a good close game. We'd like to see the Mystics. Here we go. Here's an opportunity.
Smith throws it away. Get a little chance now. And these are the ones they must treasure. They must make the most of, the Mystics. The gifts, the extra balls that the Swifts give them. And George finds Tutayer in the little 1-2. Sandwiched in there in that circle. Gee, there's a lot of work going on.
Pity that the umpire didn't let advantage go there, but Tutayer finishes it.
Henry and Coffin come out to help out, bring that ball through court. Two-tie fight looks for Latu. Oh, she held on to it for a while. They're just struggling to find their way into the circle.
Yes, Coffin's got to get off that sideline. Smith did a really good job there. Kept her to that side of the court.
And the turnover came with the hand of Smith just getting in the way. Swift's
Wilcox, she was there, but just didn't take the ball.
Coffin takes that one, though. She comes away with possession, so she makes up for her error, Jenny May Coffin. And they move quickly down court. They have to go back.
Nice little pop through, too, from Tutaia. Latu in good position again. Tidies it up.
And scored the last 3. They're still behind by 9, the Mystics. He said right in that bun fight for a place in the semi-finals.
Tutaia's been doing it all game, so she broke, striking into the mid-third before the whistle, and she was marched for it. The umpire's already warned her once about that. Pratt-Lee stepped back on the shot, but rolls out.
Nice skill from Henry in picking up the rebound and then swinging the ball through the posts, and she goes long and it goes into the arms of McCloma, who can't pick it up. It was like lightning through court, and the Mystics eventually come away with the ball.
Let off the hook, the Mystics. Pretty lucky.
Just got a little bit...
they get a bit of a rush of blood to the head, don't they, at times?
The exact words I was looking for. So, back to 8. They're not out of it just yet, the Mystics. 8.5 to play. It is a long way back, though. George. Tutaia looks backwards again. Henry and Wilcox getting a lot of ball on that transverse line. George gets to pull her way.
Well, they're taking a leaf out of the Swifts book a little bit. They just took their time and slots it from distance to Tutaia. She's back.
Well, she's an enigma, that's for sure, and they've scored the last 5. The Mystics, a turnover here in order for the northern side. The Swifts, though, will be looking to quieten this crowd down. He's just started to get a little bit raucous again and come back into things. Oh, Green goes clattering into George.
George felt that she should have got the call on that one.
Pratt-Lee, easy.
Have a look at this. Or perhaps taking a little bit of the space.
A little bit.
A little bit of dropping the shoulder.
Coffin and Henry. Tutaia finds Latu. Nice movement again from Latu.
Well, the change with Coffin coming on seems to have paid dividends for the Mystics so far.
Just giving them another outlet.
Perhaps should have done at the half break. It's all very well in hindsight, isn't it? But it was an area that the Mystics were struggling in, getting that ball through court with Rasmus and Tutaia having to take a lot of that centre pass off.
Cox. Oh, that's a nice shot from Kath Cox.